If I think about national security and the future of the country, if you have an army, you have land power, and an army will protect you from an attack via land. If you have a navy, you have naval power, and naval power allows you to keep the sea lanes open, and you can pass a message from New York to London. There was a point at which we almost lost control of the oceans during World War II and World War I, and it would have actually caused the toppling of especially the British. Naval power matters a lot. At some point during World War II, we realized that air power was going to be important, and the Germans lost control of the air, and the result was the entire war tipped against them. If you want to control air power, you need an air force, and airplanes have a lot of power in them, and the ability to deliver that power is what allows you to maintain control of your airspace. If you lose control of your airspace, you get bombed back to the Stone Age in about 2 to 4 days. And that happened during the first Gulf War, where Iraq lost control of their airspace and the US won the war very quickly. Now later on, in World War II, we realized that nuclear power mattered and the atomic bomb was created, and because the US mastered nuclear power first, we won the war in Japan in short order. It only took in a matter of a few weeks for that war to end. Along came space, and we started to develop space power and satellites. And the significance of space power is if you can put a satellite in orbit, you can create a GPS system, and the GPS system controls targeting of munitions, and those munitions, of course, can almost win any conflict. So if you lose control of space, you lose control of GPS. And of late, Starlink has illustrated how important this is, because Starlink has provided broadband communications everywhere in the world off of satellites, and those satellites and the Starlink system is being used to control drones in the Ukraine war. So space power is really critical. Now, it seems that if we look at future conflicts are going to be fought by drones controlled by satellite connections.
Cyber attacks.
They're going to be fought by robot dogs with guns on their backs with uplinks to satellites. And they're going to be fought by naval drones that are submarine, that are moving with munitions. It won't be armies, it won't be the airplanes with human operators. And what you can see is that future conflicts are going to shift to space power and drones that are controlled on the internet, and that means cyber power. And the significance of Bitcoin is Bitcoin is the world's greatest cyber defense system. If you have to authenticate and prove and message any given cyber system, you're going to need a system which is resistant to denial of service attacks by nation states. And Bitcoin has proven that it is the one system that is resistant to denial of service attacks by nation state, which means that you're going to want a wall of digital energy, or in this case, you're going to want to have the greatest amount of digital power coming from those Bitcoin miners in order to defend your cyber systems, so that you can defend all of the things and all the messages that travel over those systems, which are going to control the future combatants and future wars. So World War IV will be fought in cyberspace and perhaps in real space by who knows what instruments, maybe AI-driven vehicles. But in that environment, Bitcoin is more important than ever.